Tapos, bawal magpare-parehas ng barangay. Yun lang naman.
Good morning
If
po.
wala na naman kayong question, sige aking
Actually,
i-upload na
din
lang
ako.
to.
Good morning. Am I
Balik-balikan nyo na lang if
audible?
ever may
Good
ano
morning po.
na hindi ko naman
Yes, good
nabanggit, no?
morning.
Sa
Sino may birthday
meeting natin
ngayon
ngayon, mag-comment kayo dun sa aking
natin?
announcement, no?
Si
Kapag
Marjorie.
naman nakita nyo yung question ng kaklase ninyo at feeling nyo naman ay nabanggit ko, no, nabanggit ko sa klase, kayo na yung mag-answer. Okay? I-update nyo din yung inyong ibang kaklase. Kasi yung iba, yung ilan, makukulit, no? Ari ko, hindi naman sa section nyo. Yung ilan na ano, question pa ng question sa akin, alas 10 na ng gabi. Eh, nasabi ko na naman. Ano po, so, if ever may mga questions kayo, tanong nyo muna sa GC nyo. Eh, baka, uy, sinabi pa ni ma'am yung about dito. Kung wala namang nasabi ako, edi saka nyo i-question sa akin. Tanong sa akin. Alright? If wala na kayong questions, okay na tayo. Carry na.
Okay, good morning again. Where are the others? Why are you
Mag-react naman,
only...
guys.
Audible ba ako? Yes. 34. Nasaan po ang iba? 25 lang
Alright,
ang nandito.
again, after ng groupings,
Di ba sabi natin
decide
7:30 tayo mag-start? Tama
i-type
po.
in sa MS Word. Sa MS Word.
Bakit
Gets?
walang
Type in sa
sumasagot?
MS Word, i-save, i-upload sa Google Classroom.
Okay, sige.
Ang groupings
So,
at
since
saka
it's
yung
already
assignments,
7:38, I
barangay.
guess, there's a
Or
need
kung
for
ano
us to
yung
start kasi actually
barangay.
dapat ay 7 tayo magsisimula.
Alright?
But then,
Until
since nga
tomorrow,
i-discuss ko lang
hintayin.
naman yung gagawin
Then
nyo na
after that,
activity
ayusin ang
para
letter,
din,
i-edit
as you can
ang
see, based
letter,
on the scores
okay,
na
at
nakuha nyo sa midterm,
i-
medyo mababa
ipasa
siya
niyo
ng
sa akin
konti.
para
Tama
mapirmahan.
po ba?
Kapag wala
Wait a
ako,
minute,
pwede
I'll
niyo
just check
ipa-4
the result.
kay Ma'am Bing
Okay,
Cueto. Dali
104.
dyan sa note nyo. Pwede magpa-4 kay Ma'am Bing Cueto,
Wala ng
kay
Monday.
Ma'am Angelica Kalingasan, kay
Midterm,
Sir
wait lang.
Mark
Tapos,
Piña, at kay Ma'am Karen Arente,
so, the highest here, ang passing ay
kay
30,
Ma'am
ano?
RM Aguado. Pwede nyo
1,
yung ipa-4
2,
dyan.
3,
Yung letter.
4.
Just make sure maayos yung letter nyo
Ayan.
bago nyo padermahan.
4, 5,
If wala na naman kayong questions,
6,
sige, yung
7.
see you at the
7
next
lang po ang
week.
pumasa
Bye,
out of
guys.
33. At ang highest ay 41, followed by 37. Followed by 38 rather. 38, 37. Tapos yung iba ay kumapit kasi 31 ang score. My God, how ka ang...
Lagi naman.
30, yun, may 30 pa nga eh. 30, 33, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lang? 9 lang ang pumasa? 9 nga lang ang pumasa out of 33. Tapos yung isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, ay ano, konting-konti na lang, mahuhulog na din. Okay? Yan. So, hahanap tayo ng pambawi. And then sa pambawi is this activity. Okay? So, I'll be discussing very light lang. Okay? Para maintindihan natin what to perform. Ano? Okay? So, I'll be sharing my screen. If you have questions, please let me know. Ano po? So, dito tayo magpo-focus kasi ito naman talaga yung palagi natin ginagamit. Okay? And the other one is qualitative. So, more on brainstorming, yan, decision making. Unlike this one, although this one naman is decision making din, pero quantitative in nature. Yan. Since tayo naman ay mga engineers din. Okay? Can you now see it in your screen? Yes? Okay? So, I have here quality management system tools. So our objectives is to know and understand the different TQM, okay, tools and techniques, and to apply different tools in analyzing quality problems. The first one we have here is the Pareto chart. So this one is a graph that ranks data collection in descending order from left to right. Take note of that. In descending order, okay, descending, okay, taas, pababa, then from left to right. Okay, so you'll be comparing Pareto from histogram. So later on, mati-check niyo ano ba yung pinagkaiba nila kasi para silang graph. Okay? So this one is named after Vilfredo Pareto when he conducted extensive studies of the distribution of wealth in Europe. He found that there were a few people with a lot of money and many people with little money. So nag-question siya ngayon, what are the reasons why may mga tao, what causes, ano, yung majority ba ng mga tao na nakatira doon sa Europe ay ano bang reason? Bakit kaya sila ay mas madami, few people, okay, few people with a lot of money, pero many people are with little money. Just like siguro din dito sa Pilipinas, ano? Mas marami sa atin ang mahirap kaysa sa mayaman. Okay? And when constructing a Pareto chart, we need to determine the method of classifying the data. Okay? By problem ba siya, by cause, by type of nonconformity, and so on. So decide if it's dollar, peso. Okay? We need to get the weighted frequency or frequency is if it's to be used to rank the characteristics. Kasi we're going to get, okay, the cumulative frequency and the relative frequency. Okay? So we're going to collect all the data, then indicate the appropriate time interval. So hindi pwedeng uh, gagawin natin na kunyari ay 5, 8, 10. So the interval should be appropriate, just like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 100, 200, 300, and so on. So alam niyo naman yan, ano? Then summarize the data and rank order categories from largest to smallest. Compute the cumulative percentage if it is to be used. So we're going to get the cumulative percentage, the relative frequency, okay, the cumulative frequency, and the last is for us to construct the data and find which among is the vital few and the trivial many. Okay? So, we can conclude that 80% is what? So, this one is an example of a Pareto chart. As you can see, it's in descending order, then from left to right. Okay? So, we can say here that, wait lang, vital few, yan. That the vital few here is the installation and the payroll. Okay? That constitute the, ilang percent yun? 80%, okay? And printing, online banking, sale tax, inventory, reconciling, and journal constitute the 20%. So, ibig sabihin, etong mga to, the 80% of the causes belong to the top 20% of the results. Okay? So, yung 80% ng result, yung madami dito, printing, online sale tax, inventory, reconciling, and journal entries. This is the result. At ang cost daw nun is what? Bakit nagkaroon naman ganyang problema? Because of installation and payroll. Okay? Again, 80% of the causes belongs to the top 20% of the result. If, say, for example, we have here this one, if we are going to construct a Pareto diagram for analysis of internal failures for the following data, so you have here A, purchasing, B, design, C, operations, D, purchasing for rework, ang A natin is for reject, at ang E natin is all other. So this one is the data, so you have 205 for purchasing, for design scrap is 120, for operations and rework is 355, for purchasing is 25, all other is 65. Okay? Kuhanin natin yung total nila, and that is 770. Kuhanin natin ang relative frequency. So we're just going to divide 205 from 770, and that gives us 27%. 120 divided 770, that will give us 16%. 355 divided by 770, that will give us 46%. 25 divided by 770, that will give us 3%. And 65% divided by 770 will give us 8%. Ano sunod natin gagawin? Okay? So, we're going to rank from highest to lowest. So, as you can see here, ang highest natin is letter C. Next to that is letter A. Next to that is B, E, and D. Tama po ba? Can you still follow? Paki-heart naman if nafa-follow. Okay, so that will be the activity rin na gagawin nyo later. So, you'll be given the data, then kukuhanin nyo yung total, then kukuhanin nyo ang relative frequency, kasi i-arrange nyo from highest to lowest, then kukuhanin natin ang cumulative frequency. Sa pagkuha ng cumulative frequency, nung na-arrange natin siya from highest to lowest, so C, yung highest natin, 46, next yung 27, add lang natin. So 46 plus 27 is equals to 73, plus 16 is 89, and so on and so forth. Okay? Hanggang sa makuha natin yung 100%. Okay. Then we're going to plot the data. Ang C natin is 46. So ang interval na ginamit natin is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay? Yan. 46. Plot natin si A. Ang A natin is 27. Ang gagamitin natin dito po sa pagpa-plot na ito ay yung ating relative frequency. 46, 27, 16, 8, and 3. Okay? Tapos, i-determine natin. So, ang D natin ay 100, tama. Ang E natin will be 97. Nasaan ang 97? Okay. Yan. So, we can therefore conclude that your C and A is your vital few. As you can see, kung babalikan natin, so sila yung may pinakamalaki na contribution. That is 355 at saka 205. Right? Okay? Si C at saka si A. Okay? Yan. C and A constitute the 80%, then the rest ay 20%. BED is our useful many, and our C and A is our vital few. And trivial many or the useful many ang B, E, and D. Okay, may question about Pareto. Dun sa activity naman natin, if you're going to check, kaya naman siyang gawin. Kaya kayang gawin yung example activity. So I'll be sharing it again with you para makita nyo na. Yes, Desiree.
Ma'am, excuse po, pwede, ano po yun, written po or pwede pong Excel po?
Written. Kasi baka yung iba kasi hindi naman makagamit ng computer or kaya ipapaprint nyo pa. Can we have it written?
Okay po, ma'am.
Yan, I failed siguro to instruct you that you're going to write it in a short bond paper. Short bond paper. Since we have plenty of time naman, please copy the problem. Okay, kasi that will be submitted pa naman next week during your first day ng face-to-face class. When will be your face-to-face class next week?
Ano pa rin? Hindi naman totally.
Kailan ang face-to-face class ninyo next week? O, kung gusto nyo ay, ano bang araw ngayon? Kailan po?
Next Friday po.
Again?
Next Friday po.
Friday pa? O, di sa Friday nyo pa ipapasa. Imagine, 1 week, more than a week. Okay? So you can write it, you can have it handwritten. Okay? So may question dito sa number 1, kayang gawin. Paki-type nga ng B kung kayang gawin at paki-type ng Q kung hindi kayang gawin.
Actually, wala talaga makakahandle sa queue kasi sobrang taas ng standard ng queue. Yung hindi
Wala
kasi, cheap yun eh. Kaya,
Bakit walang nagre-react? Late ba ako?
late ka.
O B, so ibig sabihin, kayang gawin. Okay, sige. Palitan ko na ulit. Balik na ako dun sa ano.
Ma'am, pahingin nyo ng tissue pepe. Tissue pepe. Tissue pepe.
Wait a minute. Storbo naman tong isang ito. Okay. Next, another management tool is the cause and effect diagram. So this one is a picture composed of lines and symbols designed to represent a meaningful relationship between an effect and its causes. So you have the cause and you have the causes. Ang tinik ng isda, siya yung causes. Ang effect, yung ulo. Can you picture it out? Can you visualize? So yung ulo, yun yung cause, ay yung effect. Tapos, yung causes niya is yung, tawag nito, mga tinik ng isda. Yan. So, it was developed by Dr. Karo Ishikawa, and this one is also sometimes referred to as the fishbone diagram or the Ishikawa diagram. The causes are usually broken down into major causes of work methods, materials, measurement, people, and the environment. So, yung major natin is man, materials, method, and ano yung isa? Man, materials, method, and ano yung isa? Machine. Yan. So, pwedeng si Mother Nature or si environment, pwedeng si measurement, o kaya naman ay si management. So, depende kung ano mga causes or factors ang ating ilalagay that causes that effect to happen. Okay. So, each major cause is subdivided into numerous minor causes. Yan. So, this one is an example of a fishbone diagram. So, the effect, ito po yung ulo, tapos yung pong mga causes ay ito, yung category. Pwedeng man, method, material, mother nature, management, and so on. Tapos, lalagyan pa natin siya ng mga sungot-sungot dito. Okay? So, you're going to identify, say for example, for man, lalagay natin for method. Yan. So, hindi pwedeng tigli-5, tigta-3. So, depende po kung ilan ang maiilagay ninyo sa bawat category. Naintindihan po? Okay. So, essentials for accurate and usable result of CNE. So, say for example, pagka may problema, so i-identify natin, then, among the causes na nakuha natin, pipiliin natin doon kung alin ba talaga yung contributory, bakit nagkaroon ng ganong effect. So, lahat ng yun ay effect. Lahat ng yun pala rather ay causes. Pero alin talaga doon yung major cause, okay, of that particular problem. Naintindihan? Yan. Parang magko-conduct tayo ng why analysis or 5 whys na tinatawag. Kunyari, bakit late bakit bagsak sa midterm exam ang 3104 sa QMS? Hindi nag-aral. Bakit hindi nag-aral? Ba't hindi nag-aral? Ba't hindi kayo nag-aral? Anong pwede yung sagot? Hindi nag-aral. Ba't hindi nag-aral? Ano po, nawili sa K-drama. Bakit nawili sa K-drama? Kasi po ay meron pong sinusubaybayan na artista. Bakit may sinusubaybayan na artista? Fanatic po ng ganito. Hanggang sa makuha ninyo yung final answer ninyo na, kaya pala siya bagsak sa final exam, sa midterm exam, ay yung pala yung sagot. Dahil, halimbawa ay hindi nag-aral, wala pala siyang notes, parang ganon. Hindi yung hindi nag-aral, o hindi sa pinakadulo, wala pala siyang notes na pag-aaralan talaga. Naintindihan? Yan. Okay? So, participation by every member of the team. Quantity of ideas rather than quality is encouraged. Okay? So, as many as, the effect, the causes rather, para ma-identify natin which among is contributory talaga to the effect. Criticism of an idea is not allowed. So, although, minsan yung mga estudyante, pag sinecheck ko yung gawa nila, hindi naman talaga tama. Ano, parang may nailagay lang doon. So, tingnan natin if that's a real reason or if that's a real effect, cause of that effect, okay? And that pertains to that category. Okay? Visibility of the diagram is a primary factor of participation. Focus on solving problem rather than discussing how it began, and let the ideas incubate for a period of time. So the diagram is also useful in analyzing actual conditions for the purpose of product or service quality improvement, more efficient use of resources and reduced costs, elimination of conditions causing non-conforming products or services and customer complaints, standardization of existing and proposed operations, education and training of personnel in decision-making and corrective activities. So we have dispersion analysis and process analysis as a two types of cause and effect. So for dispersion analysis, each major branch is filled in completely before starting work on any of the other branches. For process analysis, this one is a type of cause and effect diagram. In order to construct this diagram, it is necessary to write each step of the production process. Okay, so I gave you already an example of how a fishbone diagram, a cause and effect diagram, or Ishikawa diagram looks like. Okay? So, say for example, ang effect dito ay incorrect deliveries. What causes incorrect deliveries? Could be the skills, communication, transport, and procedures. Okay. Any question about cause and effect diagram? None? Okay, walang sumasagot. Next to that is the check sheet. So the main purpose of this one is to ensure that the data are collected carefully and accurately by operating personnel for process control and problem solving. So not necessarily when we say check sheet is check, check, check. So it's just like a tally sheet. Okay? Say for example, out of the 28 na nandito, pag tinanong ko kayo, ano ang top 5 na K-drama, sa inyong generation? Ano ba usually ang ano? O kaya ano ba ang mga favorite coffee shop ninyo? So, kunyari, kanya-kanya kayo ng mga sagot. So, kunyari lang, hindi ko kasi alam eh. Kunyari, Starbucks, K-Coffee, ano pa ba? Kalye Barako. Kunyari, yung mga yon. So, kunyari, 10 ang nagsagot kay Starbucks, 3 kay Kalye Barako, kay Coffee ay 5, and so on. So, itatali natin. Yan. O kaya kung check sheet man siya, say for example, mula October 1 hanggang October 30, tapos merong mga criteria dito. O naglinis ba ng CR si Ma'am Queenie? O nilinis niya ba lahat ng dapat niyang linisin? So, check-checkan. Yan, ganyan. That's how a check sheet looks like if you can visualize it. Okay? Yan, parang ganyan. Yan, that's an example of a check sheet. Next to that is the process flow diagram. So this one is a schematic diagram that shows the flow of the products or service as it moves through the various processing station or operations. Improvement to the process can be accomplished by eliminating steps, combining steps, or making frequently occurring steps more efficient. So this one is an example of a process flow diagram. So you have here, so meron tayong parang oval or circle, could be as the start and finished. Then for a process, you have here a rectangle or square. For decision, you have a diamond. Okay. So yeah, and of course, arrow that represents the flow of the process. Intindihan? So later, you're going to make a process flow of a certain activity that you are performing. Okay? Any question about process flow diagram? So, yan. So, a diamond for decision, a rectangle for process, a parallelogram for input or output, arrow for connection, and start end for oval. Next to that is a scatter diagram. This one is a simple way to determine if cause and effect relationship exists between two variables. So you have there the x as your independent and y variable as your dependent. Okay. Wait lang. Wait lang po. Ayan, mataas ang puwet. Okay. So we can say that there's a positive correlation if for an increase in x, there is also a corresponding increase in y. There's a negative correlation if for an increase in x, there is a corresponding decrease in y. And no correlation exists if for an increase in x, there is no corresponding reaction in y. Okay? So lalagyan nyo naman ng conclusion class yung inyong activity. Hindi basta ma-graph na laang yan. Okay. Number 6, you have here the histogram. This graphically shows the process capability and, if desired, the relationship to the specification and the nominal. So it also suggests the shape of the population and indicates if there are gaps in the data. So this one is an example of a histogram. Teka muna, hanap lang ako ng example pa. Ano nga yung kanina natin?
Ano magkaiba nga?
Check sheet. Pareto. Bibigay ko din tong isang isang lecture ko.
Ano bang tama sa
significant few. So palagi yung the vital few constitute the 80% half for Pareto and the useful many is the 20%. Wait a minute. Histogram. Yan. So for a histogram, it takes process data, temperature, dimension, and displays its distribution. It reveals the amount of variation that any process has with it. Okay, it shows the process capability and the relationship to specification and the nominal characteristics. Okay, it shows centering, variation, and shape. So siya ba skewed to the left, and skewed to the right. Okay, it illustrates the underlying distribution of data. Okay, is the process capable of meeting the requirements? Okay, so for histogram, we can determine the spread of the distribution, if it falls within the product specification or if it falls outside the specification. Kung siya ba ay, alam niyo yung yung spread, just like, balikan natin. Yan. So, as we can see here, parang we can conclude that there's a what? Small variability. Kasi kung siya ay napaka-wide ng spread, so there's a large variability. Kung siya ay nandito sa, if the distribution is centered at the right place, So, pwede nating sabihin na it's positively skewed or negatively skewed. Okay. But, dapat pala sinama ko pala yan. Kaya lang nabigay ko na yung data. Ano? Okay na yun. Balikan ko lang ha, may naalala lang ako for scatter diagram. So, ulitin natin that it's the study, used to study the possible relationship between two variables. So, you have nga the x and y, the dependent and independent variable. Okay? So, we can conclude that if there's a positive correlation, negative correlation, no correlation. Yan. Okay. And last natin is our control chart. So it is used as an excellent decision maker because the pattern of the plotted points will determine if the idea is a good one, poor one, or has no effect on the process. So as you can see here, we have here the UCL or the upper control limit. The LCL is your lower control limit and your CL is the center limit. Okay? So the center limit is the mean. Yan, kukuhanin natin dyan. If you have the data, you'll get the mean, you'll get the range. Okay, then compute for meron itong mga formula. Okay, for the upper control limit and the lower control limit. For control charts, actually class, meron tayong P chart, C chart, X bar chart, R chart, U chart, and so on. So that will be discussed po kasunod nyo na subject, which is IQC. Yan. So titingnan natin if, say for example, di ba, you have here the center limit. Okay, ipa-plot natin yung data na nakuha natin. Okay? So, as you can see, dun sa ating upper control limit, may data na nag-fall outside the control limit. So, ibig sabihin, we can say na siya ay, say for example, defective na. Pero not necessarily mean, it does not necessarily mean na pag lahat ng data ay nasa loob ng ating tolerance or specification limit, siya po ay good. Kasi say for example, lahat pala ng data ay nandito below the center limit. Ano? Pero hindi siya lumabas sa lower control limit, pero lahat nandito. So, ibig sabihin, something is wrong din. O kaya naman, if yung mga data, halimbawa ay, kunyari lahat ay nandito sa center limit, rather sa control limit. Yan. So, something is wrong din. O kaya naman, nandito naman, parang ang kanyang trend ay pare-parehas. So, something is wrong din. So, we can say that is a good data. Okay? Yan. Ano pa? For reliability, this one is the ability of a product to perform its intended function over a period of time. A product that works over a long period of time is reliable one. Say for example, sa isang araw, ilang beses nagdi-dispense ng cash ang ATM? Say for example, 100 tao ang nag-withdraw ng 10,000 na tigwa 100. Ilang 100 yon? 100? 100? 100, okay. So, meron ba doon na sa 100 na nag-withdraw, we can say ba na 98 ang okay at yung dalawa ay nakapag-withdraw lang ng 99 na 100 at yung isa pa ay 97 lang na 100 ang na-withdraw? No. If it fails to perform its intended function, then it's not reliable. Yan. So, it's the ability of a product to perform its intended function over a period of time. Kahit paulit-ulit, it's without failure. DOE. So the objective of DOE is to determine those variables in a process or product that are critical parameters of their target. So we have here classical DOE. This one is based on the work of Sir Ronald Fisher, while Taguchi naman, he simplified the classical method of Dr. Taguchi and introduced additional engineering design concepts. Dorian Shining approach uses a variety of problem-solving methods after product is in production. Taguchi's quality engineering. So Taguchi introduced the loss function concept, which combines cost, target, and variation into one metric, with specifications being of secondary importance. Tingnan na kayo natin yung He developed the concept of robustness, which means that noise factors are taken into account to ensure that the system functions correctly. FMEA, it is an analytical technique that combines the technology and experience of people in identifying perceivable failure mode of a product, service, or process and planning for its elimination. Before the event action, requiring a team effort to alleviate most easily and inexpensively changes in design and production. So, FIMEA intends also to recognize and evaluate the potential failure of a product, service, or processes and its effect. Pain, kape? Nangyari pa ako. Identify actions that could eliminate or reduce the chance of the potential failure occurring. Document the process. Saglit lang po, nangimayan pa ako. Aray. Huwag mo masyadong damihan ng tubig ka na lang. Aray, kore. Saglit lang po, nangimayan pa ako. So, quality function deployment is a system that identifies and sets the priorities for product, service, and process improvement opportunities that lead to increased customer satisfaction. It ensures the accurate deployment of the voice of customer throughout the organization from the product planning to field service. It reduces startup costs, reduces engineering design changes, and most important, leads to increased customer satisfaction. So QFD, answer the following questions. What are the customers want, or what do customers want? Are all wants equally important? Will delivering perceived needs yield a competitive advantage? How can we change the product, service, or process? How does an engineering decision affect customer perception? How does an engineering change affect other technical descriptors? What is the relationship to parts deployment, process planning, and product planning? Then for ISO, I guess this will be our next topic. Ano? So, as an intro, this one is, or ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization. We have ISO 9000, ISO 14000. So, since we are talking about quality, so ang focus natin is ISO 9000 series, which is a standardized quality management system. Okay, that has been approved by over 100 countries. This one consists of 3 standards. You have ISO 9000, which covers fundamental vocabulary, ISO 9001, which is the requirement, and ISO 9004, which provides guidance for performance improvement. Then benchmarking. It is the search for industry's best practices that leads to superior performance. Say for example, ang BSU nagpunta ng Bicol before para mag-benchmark ng mga best practices nila. So, I don't know kung napapansin ninyo, minsan ang daming mga school din na pumupunta dito sa BSU kasi nagbe-benchmark sila. Ano? It is, katulad ng sa bagay sa Singapore naman, hindi naman talaga totally nag-benchmark dito, pero parang gano'n na rin yung ginawa nila. Okay? So it is a new way of doing business that was developed by Xerox in 1979. So the idea is to find another company that is doing a particular process better than your company. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin nun po, pag nagbe-benchmark tayo, kinokopya natin. No? Tinitingnan natin yung best practices, tapos inaalam natin ano ba yung mga pwede natin i-adapt. Say for example, yung mga laboratory equipment pala na meron sila. Yan. Ano yung mga processes na ginagawa nila. Yan. Okay. TPM. So this one is a technique that utilizes the entire workforce to obtain the optimum use of equipment. The technical skills in TPM are, since it's total productive maintenance, so maintenance yung word natin, that includes daily equipment checking, machine inspection, fine-tuning machinery, lubrication, troubleshooting, and repair. Okay. Management and planning tools. So most of these tools have their roots in post-World War II operations research work and in the work of leaders of the Japanese Total Quality Control movement of the 1970s. So, ito yung mga management and planning tools na to. Ito yung new na management tools na tinatawag natin. So they are the affinity diagram, interrelationship diagram, tree diagram, prioritization matrix, matrix diagram, process decision program chart, and activity network diagram. Okay. Quality by design. So I guess this one is the last. So the practice of using a multidisciplinary team to conduct product or service concepting, design, and production planning at one time. So this one is also known as simultaneous engineering or parallel engineering. So the major benefits are faster product development, shorter time to market, better quality, less work in process, fewer engineering change orders, and increased productivity. So this is also an integral part of the process, which is the design for manufacturing and assembly. Okay, so babalikan ko lang po yung ating, ay, kabayo. Bakit ko ka na-save? So, babalikan ko lang po yung ating activity. Para if may question, then let me know ahead of time. Yan. So, first is you're going to construct a Pareto analysis. Then the second one is you're going to construct a scatter diagram. The third is you're going to complete and construct a histogram. Fourth is you're going to construct a tally sheet or check sheet given the following data. Number 5, construct a flow diagram of, I don't know if it's still borrowing books from the library or binago ko ito. Ano, so in constructing a flow diagram, so you're going to use symbols, okay, parallelogram ba, trapezoid, or rectangle, diamond, arrows, yan. Then the last is you're going to construct a fishbowl diagram. So make an analysis on why students come to school late. Okay? So do you have any question regarding the topic and the activity that you're going to perform? Meron po ba kayong question? Clear po ba sa inyo? Wala namang matanong din eh. Kaya
Clear
siguro
po, ma'am.
Clear naman, sigurado po.
Yes po.
Okay, so
Yes.
so if clear naman, so you're going to perform the activity as instructed. So you're going to put it po pare-pareha in a short bond paper, handwritten, to be submitted on your face-to-face class next week, Friday. So JM na lang po ang magko-collect, then sa-submit. I will not accept late paper ha for submission. So I am here naman ng Friday. Maliwanag po ba? So first class ninyo ng Friday, dapat po ay nakasubmit na ang papel bago mag first class ng Friday. Okay? So if wala ng question, ang dami nang wala. Sige, screenshot ko na lang ito para malaman ko kung sino ang absent. Si JM lang ang nagpaalam sa akin. Okay? So, kung wala ng question, sige, print screen natin, screenshot. Ako lang naman ang nakaka-open ng camera. As long as kita ko naman ang inyong mga pangalan. Wait lang ha. C. A.
Ano ba? The cavity.
Ano ba yan?
The cavity.
Copy ano yan eh. Isang ipin. Wait lang po. Wala mo nang alis ha. Okay, wait lang po. Screenshot natin. Ay, kabayo. Ay, wait lang. Error pa. Ba't ayaw? Wait. Ayan, okay. Wait lang. Palinawin ko nga kasi ang labo ko. Okay, so thank you very much. If you don't have any question, marami pong salamat. Then perform your activity. And God bless everyone. Stay safe as always.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you po, ma'am.